Morg says a few lads who've decided they want to be part of things for longer here. What's behind your decision to do that?
Straightforward one, really, no-brainer. As you know, the club are very close to me personally. I love everything about this football club. Obviously, starting off my career in the early ages, and now I'm in the backsides of my career. And yeah, if I can finish my career here, I'll be absolutely delighted.
Yeah, I was going to say that a lot has happened in between your first spell here and now, but in fairness, a lot's happened since you came back 18 months or so ago.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind for me personally, and I'm sure it's been for the football club. But I think we've both met at perfect times, to be honest. We're both going in the right direction, personally as a footballer and as a football club. And yeah, I've got many more games in me. So let's see where it takes.
Talk to me about your season so far, because obviously the goal tally speaks for itself, as do your performances, but you always had to be very patient on the sidelines for the first 6 games and then had to kind of build yourself back in, which is never easy once the rest of the squad's already kind of ready and firing. Yeah,
it's been an interesting one, to be fair. As you know, it's not been easy. It's been quite tough mentally for me to get myself going. It was tough watching the lads at the start of the season, but we had a fantastic start. That was obviously the full credit to the gaffer and Jim and the players to do that, get that start going. It was a difficult period for everybody with the pandemic and stuff like that, so it's not been easy for anybody. But for myself, I had to keep myself going, had to keep myself ticking, fitness-wise, mentally-wise, and just to try and give myself the best possible chance for when I was called upon. It took me a few games to do that, but now I'm feeling strong and happier than ever.
How important were those goals in the early rounds of the FA Cup for you and for your season? Because you grabbed a couple, maybe a close range. I know you love the kind of that 6-yard area and grabbing those. You've gone and scored different types of goals since, but those ones got you off and running, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, as a striker, you've just got to try and be in the right place at the right time, try and keep getting in the areas, and thankfully a few fell for me in them early stages of me getting back in the team, and it was nice to kick-start my goal scoring season, and I'm happy with the tally now, and hopefully I can get a few more and hit my target.
And is that consistency of goals important for you as well, in the sense that you've never really since gone a spell without 10-15 games without a goal? It's been with a real kind of consistency, which must be huge.
Yeah, obviously that as a striker, that's your job as such. But I've got a lot of other things to do on the football pitch. I've got to set the tone for the team. I've got to bring others into play. I've got to defend from the front. So it's not all about just scoring goals, but I think as a player on the pitch, when you do score goals, it's an added bonus, and there's no one feeling like it.
I guess in some ways, in a nice way, that's the price you pay for experience, isn't it? In the sense that maybe in your first spell here, or perhaps very early on in your career, you weren't doing the kind of role that you are now, but kind of with the benefit of age, experience, a bit more strength as well, you kind of evolve as a player, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. I think when you're a bit more raw and stuff like that, you've not got as much experience. You just try and you're out there making mistakes, and you're doing things that you probably wouldn't do. But now I'm just trying to take everything that I've learned through my career, pass it on to others, and just trying to be a leader out there.
And how important is it for you as well that you play a role in terms of bringing on the players around you as well? Because it's players around you who have their own plenty of experience, like Ashley Hemmings, but also someone like Ethan Fremantle, who, like you, is a striker looking to get goals perhaps at the other end of his career.
Yeah, it's very important. I would say I'll try and take a captain's role without being captain. That's not. I've done that for no reason. I've just done that for trying to help the group. Really, sometimes you need that from others, and if others can take that on board by 1%, it can help their game by 1%. Then so be it. And I think we've done that this season. We've definitely helped each other in the right aspects of games on and off the field, and it showed on the pitch.
And in terms of kind of extending your stay here, how important is that continuity for a footballer, in the sense that, as we said at the beginning, a few of the lads here are here beyond this season now, and whatever happens between now and the end of the season, it's important for the group to stay together, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the gaffer has been great at his work behind the scenes with recruitment and stuff like that, with bringing players that want to be at the football club first and foremost, and for myself personally, it's a club where it's close to home. Everybody knows how important Kidderminster is to me, and just to be able to give something back is a great thing for myself.
And when we talk about the future, let's not forget 6 games, hopefully more left of this season. How excited are you about the running? And I guess there's that around the camp, isn't there? Really, the lads are very keen on having a strong end.
Yeah, I mean, if you was to stay at the start of the season, we'll be 4th in the league, ready to have 6 games left for the season, heading into the playoffs, having obviously a great FA Cup run. I think you take that at the start of the season. So for ourselves now, it's just to try and give everything we've got in the tank, not leave anything behind. And if whatever happens at the end of the season happens, and hopefully it will be a good one for the football club.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Because we've made some wonderful memories this season that for supporters, players, staff, they'll last forever. But in terms of a season, I guess that in a cruel way, football tends to remember how you finish it, doesn't it?
100%. You don't always get your rewards what you've been put in, but as a group, management staff, the players, we've give 100% this season. And if we do fall short, which I hope we don't, then so be it, and we can build on that. But I think as it stands at the minute, we're heading in the right direction, definitely.
And into a busy Easter period now, on the back of a really strong home win here at the weekend. Chester Kettering, 2 fairly localish games, so you'll be guaranteed 2 big crowds as well. The big atmospheres keep on coming, don't they?
Yeah, the atmospheres have been tremendously great all season, as you know, and hopefully we can have that from now to the end of the season to keep that push going for the lads. For myself, it's like an extra player on the pitch when you have that vibrance around the football ground, the atmosphere, the getting behind the lads. You can't really, I would say you can't. You need that as a player. You need that, and I think they've been very special to us. And hopefully, long may that continue.
I guess it's that thing that as a player you can't really put your finger on it, but it's that one ingredient that, again, management, staff, it's vital, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell on a match day. Sometimes I can't explain it, but you can tell where you just know where there's a good vibe, there's a good feeling. The smiles on faces. You see kids coming in abundance, and that's all you want to do is try and put smiles on people's faces. And I think that comes from the hard work and effort that we put in as soon as the whistle goes on a match day.